We're on. How's it going, you guys? How you doing? It's Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. Welcome to Prime Time, Tuesday night trivia here. Traveling with Bruce as Bruce is frantically trying to repair one hair, just kind of move one hair out of there, as if it makes any difference whatsoever. It's all gone. It's all leaving. It's just what can I say, folks? I didn't have hair when I had hair. I mean, when I had hair, I still had all this forehead. It didn't matter. It was sad. I can blame my mom, I guess. My dad had a full head of hair, but then he had that, that horseshoe starting up there. Oh, what are you gonna do? It's no big deal. How you guys doing? Welcome back. Some of you folks were here for my 5 o'clock show. Some of you didn't make the 5 o'clock show, and you can make the 8 o'clock show. I'm happy. You missed the trolls again. We had a bunch of trolls today at 5 o'clock. And within, what was it, 15 minutes of being on the air, we had 30 thumbs downs from trolls, 30 of them. And then the good guys came in. All of the viewers at the 5 o'clock show started hitting the thumbs up buttons, and it was a bit of a war for a while. But I think the bad guys stopped at 32. They couldn't go any further. They ran out of bodies, and the good guys kept on going, and we went right past it. And for the last hour of the show, we didn't have any trolls, or at least the last 45 minutes anyway. The trolls were gone. So don't know if I'm going to get any trolls tonight or not. We'll keep an eye open and see what's going on. But so far, it's just the good folks coming in saying, hi, how are you, signing in and telling me they're here. And welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel for tonight's show. Fun times. And thanks everyone for your support for my merch. I'm all matched up here tonight with my cup and my shirt, and I got my coffee mugs yesterday. See a couple over my shoulder over here, and you can see one over here. These new logos are coming in here. They're now available on, of course, on t-shirts and everything else. And I put a new logo on last night that I used on my thumbnail for the show I did today at 5 o'clock. I used the clock on that thumbnail, and get a chance to check it out. Otherwise, just go to my store and check it out later. You'll see the new logo. It's beautiful. It's got the moon in the top corner, and the sea, and the stars, and the deck, and then the railing over the deck. Beautiful, beautiful logo. I just love it. It doesn't even say Traveling with Bruce. It doesn't say anything. It's just that picture. I think it's fantastic. Just might sell as a standalone item. You never know. But for those of us in the know, we know what it's all about. It's to help out this channel, and thank you all for your support for my channel. I'm still unmonetized, as most of you are aware. Some of you kind of catch me occasionally, and you ask me for an update on what's going on. And the latest is I'm still not monetized by YouTube, waiting for them to get their approval thing figured out. I don't know what it takes. We've got 2,100 and I don't know how many subscribers I had on my last show. I was just looking at it, 2,128 or something like that. Well more than 1,000 than you need, and the 4,000 hours of watch time. Excuse me, I'm approaching 40,000 hours of watch time. 10 times the number of watch hours. Still not monetized. I just don't get it. I did read about a YouTube channel today. I haven't checked into them or anything, but I did read a story today from the folks over at Patreon. Now, that's the site. I've been involved in Patreon since last October, and I've had people go there, a few people go there and make a donation to my cause. It's like a monthly donation kind of thing. And I get a newsletter every month from Patreon telling me, what's going on and what's new. Anyway, they sent out their monthly newsletter for, last month. And I just looked it over, and it said that that there were 2 guys who had a YouTube channel who've shifted from YouTube over to Patreon. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. What's going on with that? Well, apparently you can live stream on Patreon. And the thing is, with Patreon members, anyone who makes a donation to your channel, as a creator, you can have various levels of donations, giving the donator more access to your Patreon channel or account. And I guess what these guys were doing was that at a certain level, if you made a donation of X amount per month to the cause, you would have an access key to the live show. And on YouTube, what they were doing is they would broadcast the show on YouTube on a delay. So the YouTube would be a rerun, would just be a rerun, and anyone could watch it for free because they weren't getting paid by YouTube. And so on the Patreon side, they set up this system where they were being paid a monthly donation by their peeps. And they now have 800 people paying them a monthly amount to broadcast there. They're not going back to YouTube. They'll never make that kind of money on YouTube because YouTube is giving them pennies in advertising whenever they get remonetized. Where here they're making a living. It's quite an interesting story. I hadn't had time to read it. I'm just trying to figure out how I can survive and keep growing. I want to stay on YouTube. I want to grow on YouTube. I want this channel to get 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 subscribers. I want to meet with you guys on cruise ships, on cruises, do the live streaming on board cruise ships going forward, on the shore stops. I want to do European travel along with cruising as well as a combination. I want to really, take you guys with me wherever I'm going. And if we meet at some of these places, even better. And I think YouTube is the way to go because it's global and everyone get at it. But I also have to be monetarily able to do that. And as a full-time guy doing this work full-time, it has to pay, obviously. So YouTube has to do their part by remonetizing my channel so I can keep lifting hopefully my views and my subscribers. And of course I have to do my part, which is build this product here, do the Patreon thing. Right now it's just from donations. Also the Amazon link. I want to thank you folks for finding my Amazon link on this channel in the description below here. Below my video. When I post this tonight, there will be an Amazon link below. There was an Amazon link below the video I did earlier this evening. It's already there. And any videos that you watch on my channel that I post every day now or every couple of days, the link to Amazon is there. It takes you to a homepage, Amazon.com. And from there, you can go wherever you want and pick up whatever you like to pick up whenever you want to get it, whether you're buying pet food or buying a cell phone charger or a camera or whatever. Somebody bought a pair of binoculars the other day on Amazon through my link. I got a commission. Thank you very much. No difference in price to you if you use my Amazon link. And if you can do that, I would appreciate it. I'm looking into adding other retailers as well, but I'm trying to get my act together on how to effectively utilize the Amazon link first. It is so complex. I've only scratched the surface. I'm only offering one link on my videos, which takes you to the homepage. That's all I'm doing. I have identified a few products on Amazon that I think would be really cool to look at and consider. Some have a lot to do with cruising. Some have nothing to do with cruising. And so I've been posting different ads on Twitter and on some Facebook sites, trying to find ways to expand my reach of this affiliate link out there to try to bring in even more revenue, if it's at all possible to do so. I am not an affiliate link expert. I'm just a guy trying to build a YouTube channel who's trying to survive. So there you go. The number one source of income that I get, to be honest, and if you don't know, I gotta tell you guys, it's when you guys make a donation to my cause. It is the number one most effective way I get cash, but I can't keep asking every one of you every time to do it. I love it when I get a donation. Believe me, I do. I am so appreciative. And there are about 20 or 30 of you who are regular contributors to my cause, and I am so grateful to you in particular. But I gotta say, if any of you out there are watching me once in a while, if you can throw me a couple of bucks on PayPal, that would be the best way to do it. I get 93% of that money practically, and it's instant. That would go a long way to help because it's power in numbers. I don't expect 2,000 people to be donating to me because I know there are not 2,000 subscribers watching every video I make. The numbers aren't there. I would imagine out of the 2,100 subscribers I have, 500 of you watch most of my stuff, and the other 1,500 have subscribed and watch me maybe once in a blue moon. They catch me. But on my daily shows, I probably got a core following of 50 to 100, 150 core followers. And we're adding one here and one there and one here and one as time goes by. And I look to grow that group to about 1,000 or 2,000 once I have 8 to 10,000 subscribers. That's what every channel has. That's how every channel works out. You see somebody with 40,000 subscribers, they get about 3,000 core viewers, maybe 5,000 core viewers. And of those, 1,500, 2,500 are really loyal, deep down loyal. But it's all good. Subscriber is a subscriber, a follower is a follower, a viewer is a viewer. I love it. I love it. And I thank you all, whether you watch once in a while, once a week, every day. I love it, and I thank you. And any of you folks who are retweeting my tweets, any of you who are sharing my Facebook, my videos on Facebook to your friends, I thank you too. The exposure for me is phenomenal. YouTube picks up the fact that, oh, a viewer just came in from a YouTube channel over there. Somebody's watching a video, a link from way over here. It makes a difference to this guy here with regard to YouTube. Really, they really pay attention to where traffic is coming from. And I'm doing everything I can to prove to YouTube that I'm a worthy channel to be monetized, but it's out of my hands. I have no idea who's in charge of my account, who's thinking about it, who's doing it. I have no idea where these guys are at. They don't talk. It's a mystery of life. It's like a black hole. We don't know. So when the channel becomes remonetized, who pulls the pin and makes it happen? I don't know. It's just going to happen. So there you go. Anyway, there you have it. We're going to play trivia. Those of you, some of you who are newer or haven't been around much, I've launched a Facebook page, Traveling with Bruce. There's a Traveling with Bruce group page now that you can go and visit, and you can post photos on there of any cruise you've been on, some of the best favorite pictures you've ever taken on a cruise, ships that you've loved over the years. Share with all of us, Traveling with Bruce, your memories and thoughts of going on a cruise and being on holidays. Check it out after the show on Facebook. It's called Traveling with Bruce. Just go to the search bar on Facebook, enter Traveling with Bruce. Bingo, you'll find the group site. Check it out. There's almost 100 members now. We are 5 days old. I think it's 4 or 5 days old. This group's been created. I created it. We're almost over 100 subscribers, 100 followers already, and I'm getting requests all the time. So-and-so's requesting to become a follower of your channel, and I just welcome you all in with open arms. And it's a great way to keep this party going. Those of us who are addicted to cruising have a place to go after I'm off the air on Facebook to just keep talking about cruising and share whatever thoughts we want, and it's just, I love it. I'm just really grateful that a lot of you are coming by. All right. Thanks for the thumbs ups, you guys, and thanks for coming by. Let's see who's here. I got 9 up, 1 down. So I don't think the trolls have hit us yet. I don't see any messages here, so that's good. Let's see who's here. Pamela Jordan signed in first saying, hi, Bruce, and everyone couldn't make it at 5, but I'm here now. Right on, Pamela Jordan. Welcome to the show. Blaine Rayleigh. Hey, Bruce and all. Glad to be back. Peter Heckema. Good evening, Bruce. We're all set to go for trivia tonight. Tracy Dunlap. Hi, Bruce and all. Sun just starting to go down. It's 85 Fahrenheit right now in Naples, Florida. It's going to be a hot summer. Yes, for you guys, it sounds like it. We're still only around 70, 75 degrees here. We didn't get hot today. Hoping to get warmer tomorrow. It's a gorgeous day here. White puffy clouds, mainly sunny. Very nice in Creston today. Let's see who's saying here. Paul Wilkes, hey everybody. Ann Jordan, hey, all trivia time. Steamin' Bean, hey. Steamin' Bean, the troll was gone because his aged mother had dinner ready, so he had to leave Mama's basement. That's right. She called up, it's craft dinner and hot dogs. Come and get it. And they're chomping down, and they'll pick on somebody else maybe. Jim Thomas, hey gang. Peter Heckema, had a bit of a difficult time finding your link to Amazon, but now I made a desktop link, so I won't misplace it again. Thank you, Peter Heckema, for your loyalty on that. If, like I say, folks, if you guys can copy the link of my Amazon thing, and every time you want to go pick up something on Amazon, just link there into your Amazon page. I get some kind of a royalty on anything you buy. It makes no difference to you guys. Your prices are the same. You can even buy you can get a Amazon Prime membership for free, 30-day free membership trial by linking through my link into Amazon. It's free to you for the first 30 days. Use Amazon Prime all you want. I get a $3 bounty. They pay me $3 because you sign up for Prime. I love it. If after 30 days you cancel, I keep the $3. It's great for me too. So it's a winner, winner, winner all around. Love it. Although I think people who get Prime never give it up. It's pretty good from what I can see. Steam and Bean, finally going to warm up tomorrow, taking my great fives tomorrow for a swim at the indoor pool in Flin Flon, Manitoba. Even the one that talked back to you, you going to take that guy too? Or are you going to get the other kids to give him a wedgie or something? What happened there? Unbelievable. He had a kid talk back to him today. Unbelievable. Richard C., you need to link vacations to go for us that use it to book our cruises. You should get a 1 or 2% kickback from our cruises. Vacations to Go doesn't have an affiliate program, not that I can identify. Unless you see one, if you know of one, let me know. But I don't know of an affiliate program for Vacations to Go. I have so much homework to do on this affiliate thing. I got to find out all the entities that offer it, and then figure out which ones I want to add to my channel. Because I may have a list on, on my videos down the line. I might have 5 or 10 or 15 affiliate links where I can say to you, you want to go to eBay? I've got an affiliate. You want to go to Target? I got an affiliate. But some of them are quirkier than others, and I've got to figure out what I'm doing with Amazon. Make sure I do it right. So far, it seems to be working. I think there's, what is it now? The last count, 13 or 14 items have been purchased in the last few days through the affiliate link that have shown up on my page. Anything from a $5 clip for a cell phone to some batteries to binoculars to it doesn't matter. It's great. I don't know who does it. It doesn't say who buys it. It just tells me this has been ordered, this has been ordered, this has been ordered, these have been shipped, these are pending to be shipped, and that's what I know. So fantastic, guys. If you could help me with that, that's tremendous. Randy Lucas can't make the show tonight, so I'll just provide my answer now. Bakersfield, there it is. The Bakersfield of the Sea is my answer tonight. Randy, duly noted. Ain't gonna help you. Heather Young, hi Jim. Heather Young, hi everyone. Nina Frank, don't forget the thumbs up. Pamela Jordan, laugh out loud. Randy Lucas, Blaine Rayleigh, you should get payback from YouTube. Jeez. And Jordan, totally agree. Blaine, found you, Bruce, on Instagram. Fantastic. I'm Leon S5. Thank you so much, everybody. Richard C. can't wait till Amazon starts selling cruises on their site and cut the travel agent out of the way. I don't know. You're still going to need a travel agent at Amazon to do it. It'll have to be an Amazon travel agent. Sylvia, let the games of trivia begin. She's saying, there you go. Well, what do we got? I got 3 trivias for you tonight, 3 trivia quizzes for you tonight. We'll see how we can do. One last thing I'll mention, I posted a video today, a new video about the Cayman Islands. I took the angle on this video where I said to the viewer, look, you can come into the Cayman Islands and you can join the cruise tour if you want. You can pile into a bus with 20 or 30 other people and be taken to wherever. Or you can, take a bus tour to the turtle farm, or you can do the popular tour to Stingray City if you want. But the last time I went back to the Caymans, I used to live there, but the last time I was there, I was with my wife on a cruise. And we had, like everyone else, we had like 6 hours of time, or roughly, to enjoy. And we rented a car. And I recommend that rather than take a ship tour and all that stuff and paying $50, $80 each on whatever, just make advanced reservations for a car. You can get a car near the downtown area fairly easily. You can always grab a cab to get it, kind of thing. And you've got the whole island to explore. And I made a video about what you can do in a car on the Caymans in a 1 6-hour stop, 4 to 6 hour stop. So if you get a chance, check out that video later tonight and see what you think. Leave me a thumbs up if you like it. And, I thought that would make a little bit of a different video. Lots of nice, beautiful imagery of the Caymans in that video. I like putting that one together. All right, let's go on what's going on here. Let's go here. Jason Smith, hey, Bruce, and Cool Jazz, take the tour to hell. Yes, you can take the tour to hell. You can take the rental car to hell. It's a geological formation in the Caymans. Totally up to you if you want to do that. Love going to hell, Richard C. says. We'll see what's going on. Jason, if you're new to the channel, let us know. I don't recognize you. Welcome to the show. We're going to play trivia tonight, and we're talking about cruise ships all the time and everything else, so I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoy the show. See your picture there on beside your handle, so welcome to the show. We've got 3 trivia questions tonight. We'll see how good you guys are, see how you do with these. Let's take a look here. I thought what I would start off with is um, the first one. It has 24 answers to the question, and it's basically it's a USA quiz. So if you're from the USA, you've got a shot at it. If you're not from the USA, you actually might do just as well, because this question is actually for people who who've traveled here before to the United States and know about the country. The question is this: whether you have to pay to go here or not is irrelevant. Tell me the most visited United States attractions in the United States of America. What attractions or places do people go to when they come to the USA to visit? It's a coast-to-coast thing, wide open, and let's see how you guys do. I can, when you take a guess, if you're right, I'll tell you how many millions of people a year go here to visit this attraction, and we'll see how you guys do on the cruise. The most visited USA attractions, and let's see what we've got. We starting off, everybody gets one answer, one guess per text, and text as many times as you want. Tracy Dunlop is thinking Walt Disney. I'm going to say you're talking about Walt Disney World in California, the original Walt Disney in California. And I will tell you that I believe you are correct. Let me just find it now. Bear with me here. My goodness, I've got my writing here on all of these answers, and I know it's in here. It's gotta be in here. Why can't I see it? I've got that one, and I'm looking for the other one. I'm looking. There's this one right here. Sorry, folks, for the delay, but it is a correct answer, and it is in the millions. How many millions of people go to Disneyland every year? It's in the millions, and I can't tell you the exact number, but I will clarify that a little bit when I get some other answers here. Bear with me. Statue of Liberty. Cool Jazz is thinking about the Statue of Liberty. I'm taking a look at that one for the numbers. I'm sure it's in the top 30. I don't know if it made the top 24. Graceland is not in the top 24. Disney World, Peter Heckema, yes. Magic Kingdom, number 5, 17 million guests catch the Magic Kingdom in Orlando, according to this survey that I have here. Whether it's dead accurate or not, I don't know. Statue of Liberty again came up. Disneyland again came up. Washington, D.C. Well, Washington is there's so much to see in Washington. I need to be a little more specific. There is definitely an item in Washington that's on this list. Times Square, Steaming Bean. Yeah, number 1 is Times Square. 35 million estimated people visit Times Square. Although I don't know how you measure something like that. It's not like you pay get a ticket to go in, but these are the estimates I have here. Six Flags, and Jordan is thinking, didn't make the list here. The smallest amount had to be 4 million people per site, and I don't know if a Six Flags in any one instance has 4 million or more guests. So it didn't cut it. Statue of Liberty didn't show here. Washington, D.C., again, like I said, it's too generic. Smithsonian, no, that wasn't the one that made it, but something in Washington did. Cool Jazz, Times Square, correct. Union Square, Nina Frank is thinking Union Square. Union Square, where is Union Square? If you can be more specific, because I'm not showing anything here. Grand Canyon, Paul Willett is correct. That is on the list. Number 19, it shows 4.4 million in Grand Canyon. Steaming Bean, the White House. Nope, it's not the White House. Nope, 4 million people do not make it. The house can't handle 4 million visitors. They just can't. People might walk by it perhaps, but there is a spot in Washington that specifically is mentioned that will answer all our questions, I think, about Washington. Grand Canyon we got again for Peter. Jim Thomas, Golden Gate Bridge. Yes, Golden Gate Bridge is number 6, 14 million showing the Golden Gate, going to Golden Gate Bridge. Steaming Bean, Niagara Falls. Yes, number 7 on the list at 12 million. Jim Thomas, Alcatraz. No, Alcatraz doesn't have millions. Statue of Liberty, we've got Empire State Building, not 4 million. Again, logistically, to move 300,000+ people to the top of Empire State would be unbelievable. That'd be 30,000 an hour. Not a chance. Can't handle it. Although we would walk by it, but not go up it. Yosemite National Park. I don't show it on the list. I believe it was not, did not make this list at $4+ million. Cool Jazz Yellowstone Park. Another one that I don't believe made the list because most people going into Yellowstone go in with their own vehicle. They go in with an RV. They maybe have a bus tour. Not 4 million. Nina Frank, Trump Tower. No. Stevie Bean, Las Vegas Strip. Yes, the Las Vegas Strip, 31 million is number 2 on the list, and I got to think it's more than that, but that's the number I've got here. Tracy Dunlop, Walt Disney World in Florida. We got it. Yellowstone National Park. No. Central Park. No. Miami. Too generic. Beach Boardwalk Santa Cruz. No, it didn't make the list either. And like I say, there are some here that are quirky. I don't know if that how you'd measure it for sure, or it was looked over. Mount Rushmore, nope, didn't make the list. Empire State Building didn't make it on a standalone. Disneyland in California, we know it's on the list. It's just not shown on this one, but I know it's in there, and I'll explain a little later why I know it's in here. Steamy Bean, the Bunny Ranch. The Bunny Ranch in Nevada, where you have a massage and you end up with a happy ending. No, it didn't make the list. I would say that if 4 million people went there, only about 10,000 would admit it. Tracy Dunlap, Grand Canyon, we've got it. Sylvia Swan, Blackstone with all the president's heads. Sylvia's thinking Blackstone. If it's part of a national park, I need to know the name of the national park, because it might be on this list, but it doesn't list it under this name. Six Flags, no. Blaine Raley, the Mesa Verde, doesn't look like it. Peter Heckema, Universal Studios. Peter, which one? Which one? Nina Frank, Universal Studios. Which one? Cool Jazz, World Trade back in the day. Yeah, probably back in the day, but I don't know if they even did 4 million at the time. If they would have had that many go up to the top of one of the towers. Don't know if that many made it, because they were charging, you know, even back then, $20 to get up there. Kennedy Space Center didn't make the cut either. You know, they do have the launches every year for once in a while, but didn't make this list. Hoover Dam. Peter Heckema, Hoover Dam. Let me just take a look at it. I'm going to give you that one. Yes. 10th place, Lake Mead, Hoover Dam, 7.6 million. Yes. Tracy Dunlap, the Washington Monument. I'm going to give you that one, Tracy, because you're going to take us out of our misery regarding Washington here. It's the National Mall in Washington, which encompasses the Washington Monument, which encompasses the other monuments, which encompasses the Smithsonian in a way because they're just off the mall. It encompasses the White House kind of in the area because folks walk the whole thing. So yes, the National Mall, 24 million. And I'm going to say, yes, I think we're in happy land here. Thank you for that. Golden Mile, Chicago. The Steaming Bean is talking about the Golden Mile in Chicago. And I'm just taking a quick peek here at my list. And there's another area in Chicago that's right near it that's called something else. If anyone knows it, please tell me. Steaming Bean is he's probably half right here. St. Louis Arch, no. Didn't make the cut for 4 million. Orlando, Nina Frank's thinking just Orlando. Well, yeah. Nina, I think you're giving me Universal Studios Orlando. I think that's what you're doing because you gave me Universal Studios. I'm going to give you that one. It is 11th on the list, 6.2 million, Universal Orlando. Peter Heckema, Mount Rushmore. Nope, doesn't show. Randy Lucas, Buck Owens, Crystal Palace, and Bakersfield. Randy, you said you were leaving. He snuck that one in on us. Sorry, Buck Owens, Crystal Palace, and Bakersfield. Not cutting it. Sorry, buddy. The Grand Ole Opry. Nope, not making the list either. Sorry to say. Lincoln Memorial, National Mall, Washington. You know, that's where that's coming from. Tracy's Dunlop, Niagara Falls, New York side. We've already got Niagara Falls, and it might be the whole enchilada or the U.S. side only, but I got it here. French Quarter, Blaine Rayleigh is French Quarter. You're talking New Orleans, and I'm going to give you New Orleans because it is on the list, if I recall. Sorry, am I speaking out of turn again? No, let me check. Oh, it's probably not even on the list. New Orleans is certainly more than 4 million people, but there's no one spot in New Orleans that made this list, and so I know you're right, but this survey just doesn't help me. Steaming Bean, the monument in D.C. Nina Frank, the White House, that's part of the monument. Jim Thomas, Space Needle in Seattle. Space Needle in Seattle is, let me take a look. It does not appear here. I don't think so. Not 4 million people on the Space Needle. A lot of people visit the Space Needle, but not 4+ million. Arlington Cemetery. I don't know if 4 million visited. It's possible that it's high. It's millions, but I don't know if it's 4. Steaming Bean, Brooklyn Bridge, not showing on this survey. Washington Memorial, again, that's part of the mall. Yosemite National Park didn't show. Steaming Bean, French Quarter, New Orleans didn't show. Tracy Dunlap, Kennedy Space Center didn't hit this list. Central Park didn't hit the list. Lincoln Memorial, part of the National Mall. Steaming Bean, I got number 1 and number 2. How do you like them apples? Way to go, buddy. Miami Beach, no. Steaming Bean, Coney Island, no. Steaming Bean, South Beach, no. Niagara Falls, we have. Sunset Boulevard didn't register. Busch Gardens is another guess. The Busch Gardens, yes, 20th on the list from Tampa, just under 4 million. It did make the list. Cool Jazz, haha, Bruce. Ditched the Coke can. Yeah, I ditched the Coke can, and I got me a Traveling with Bruce mug to match my Traveling with Bruce shirt. Thank you for all your purchases. Love your support. You gave me a chance to put in a plug. Cool, Jeff. Stephen Bean, Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. I'm looking up here just to double check to see if that is listed anywhere. It is not showing on this list, no. But you know, you got to figure more than 4 million people are there. But are they tourists or locals? I don't know. Nina Frank, Little Venice, no. Steaming Bean, Disney World, we got it. Universal Florida, Richard C., yes. Universal Florida, we have. Universal Studios Florida, Peter Heckema, we've got it. I'm looking for the other one. Hollywood Boulevard, no. Universal California, yes. Jim Thomas, Universal Studios Hollywood, 4.7 million, which brings me back to Disneyland in Anaheim. Disneyland is definitely even higher than Universal Studios. I'm assuming Disneyland is in the 10 million range, but for whatever reason, this survey doesn't show it. It's got Disney World in Orlando. It doesn't show Disneyland in Anaheim. What's with that? So I don't know why, but all of you who've got Disneyland, I know you're good. You're definitely on the right track. Okay, let's see. Trace Dunlop, Hollywood Walk of Fame. Nope. Steaming Bean encompasses. I don't know what that means. Universal Orlando Union Station. No. Peter Heckema, Florida Keys and Key West didn't make the cut. No. Route 66, too generic in Arizona to make it. Steaming Bean, the Castro in San Francisco didn't make it. Richard C. Dollywood. No. Good guess though. Blaine Riley, Pikes Peak in Seattle. No. Knott's Berry Farm didn't make the list either. Graceland didn't make it. Big Sur didn't make it. Miami Beach, Tracy, nope. Jim Thomas, Ports of Call, LA, no. Steaming Bean, Venice, no. Jim Thomas, Trees of Mystery in Calumet, Florida, no. Dollywood, no. Santa Monica Pier, how would you count? But yet, I would think so, but it doesn't show here. JFK Airport, no, that's not a tourist attraction. How about McDonald's? They have several billion served or millions. I can't remember. Laugh out loud. I mean, come on. Let me give you some hints here. So far, you've got Times Square, you've got Las Vegas Strip, you've got the National Mall, Washington, which encompasses all of Washington, really. The Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Golden Gate Bridge, Niagara Falls, either one, it's all encompassed here. We have Lake Mead, Hoover Dam, very good. We have Universal Hollywood. We have the Grand Canyon. We have Busch Gardens in Tampa. Those are done. Now, I have a bunch more left over. I'm looking for a place in Boston, a famous place in Boston. I'm looking for a famous place. Oh, let me think a minute. Let me just come up with some other. In Chicago, Steaming Bean was talking about the Miracle Mile, but there's another place in Chicago that is very popular among visitors and tourists that may be connected, may not. I don't know. So forgive me for that. I'm looking for another Orlando attraction that gets a lot of people in here. Let's see here. Peter Heckema, Rockefeller Center. That's a really good guess. Rockefeller Center, in my opinion, has to be in the 10, 20 million range. But in this survey, it doesn't show. It's not a tourist attraction. It's a visited place. And that's what this survey says it is. But for whatever reason, they didn't give it to me as an answer. They did give me Times Square, but this isn't part of Times Square. We know that. Those of us who have been to New York, we know Rockefeller Center isn't part of Times Square. You could walk to it, though, but it's different. I would say this, if we were to give Rockefeller Center and Macy's department store and all kinds of other sites in the Manhattan area, we'd fill a list of 30 spots because there are like 20, 30 places in Manhattan alone you could go to. And I would bet you that out of the 35 million people that go to Times Square, 20 of those 35 million people have been to all these other spots, and they'd all make the list. But this list is so generic that it just didn't take. Swan to Jim Thomas, she's laughing out loud. Blaine Rayleigh, I meant Pike's Place Market. Sorry, that I think you're. Again, I don't have it. I don't have Pike's Place Market here. Let me think here. West Morrison, Carlsbad Caverns. No. Paul Wilgus has got one. SeaWorld Orlando. Yes. SeaWorld Orlando, 12th on this list. 6 million people. Very good. Peter Heckema, Redwood Forest. I don't have it. Boston Harbor, Cool Jazz. Boston Harbor, I need something more specific about Boston Harbor. Can you name a specific place in Boston that is no? But again, you're probably right around it, I'm sure. Sears Tower in Chicago, Cool Jazz. Peter Heckema thinking the same way. Tracy Dunlap, Fenway Park. Well, there are millions of people who go to Fenway Park, but it's not a tourist draw. Wes Morrison, Williams Tower, Sears Tower, and Jordan's Universal Studios Orlando. We got it. Alamo, Wes Morrison. What about the Alamo? Is that considered a place to visit? I think it would be, but I don't have it here as a specific site either. SeaWorld, Tracy Dunlap, Jim Thomas, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Broadway, New York, Peter Heckema. There you go. Broadway, 20 million easily. Cool Jazz, Madison Square Garden. There you go. Another 20, 30 million go there. Jim Thomas, Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. That's the Strip. We've already got the Strip. Tracy Dunlap, Liberty Bell, Philadelphia. Now, what about that? Is there something in Philly that where it could fit in? And I'm looking here, and I'm just not seeing anything here that's fitting for us, unfortunately. Tracy Dunlap, Mall of America. That would be another one of interest. Pier 39, Peter Heckema. Pier 39. Where is that located, please? Can you tell me the city? Where's Pier 39? Vicky, Vicky said, hi, Vicky. Hi, Bruce. She's saying, we're playing trivia. We're trying to figure out the most visited USA attractions. We're having a devil of a time. We've got some of the greatest guesses of all time here, and they're not showing on this quiz, on these answers. Halifax Cemetery, well, that's Canada. Michelle Lucas, beaches in California, Florida, all beaches, absolutely, Michelle. They would, of course, work. Plymouth Rock, I don't know if they've had 4 million. Yankee Stadium, again, that's a specific ballpark. That's not going to work for us. I'll give you some more clues if I can help you here. I'm looking for national parks in some cases. In some cases, you've guessed some and they're not showing. A New York City museum would be a good one. There's a couple in New York City that I could use. Talk about a beach. There's a beach I'm looking for, famous beach, but it's not on the mainland. Not in the mainland of the United States. How about that? Tracy Dunlap, Plymouth Rock, Yankee Stadium, Sylvia, Cheers, Boston, where everybody knows your name. I could use a drink right now. Wes Morrison, San Francisco is Pier 39. Thank you, Wes Morrison. And it's just not showing here on my sheet at all. It might be too generic for the quiz. I don't understand why it's not there. Cool Jazz, Museum of Natural History. Yes, sir. New York Museum of Natural History, 23rd on the list. Over 4 million people a year go there. The Met, Nina Frank in New York. The Metropolitan Museum of Art. Yes. 17th place, 4.5 million registered go through there. They go through there. Glacier National Park. Peter Heckema is thinking, don't have it. I don't have Glacier National Park. I have other national parks, but not that one. Waikiki, Steaming Bean. Yes, the beach in Waikiki, 18th most visited, 4.5 million. I've got that one. The Met from Sylvia, got it. Guggenheim didn't make it. Staples Center didn't make it. Fisherman's Wharf didn't make it. Pearl Harbor didn't make it. Long Beach, California, too generic. Alcatraz, no. Great Smokies National Park, Blaine. Yeah, Great Smoky National Park, 9.4 million, 8th place in the United States. The 4th place I'm looking for is in Boston. The place that's in 4th place. If anyone knows the name of this particular place, that would help. Smithsonian, Peter Heckema is going with as well. I think the Smithsonian was included in this quiz in the National Mall. 31 million or 24 million people in the National Mall in Washington. Stormy Daniels' apartment, Steaming Bean is thinking, what about Stormy Daniels' place? I don't think so. Only one, even one won't admit it. The one we all know, he's not admitting it. Oh my goodness. I have a place in Delaware. I have a place in Texas. I have a place in Illinois. I have a place, in another one in California, but not Los Angeles. Let's go here. Stormy and Jordan like that one. Wes Morrison, Boston Commons. Cool Jazz Symphony Hall, Boston. Steaming Bean, laughing out loud. Blaine Rayleigh, Cape Cod. Tracy Dunlop, Museum of Fine Arts. Blaine Rayleigh, Cape Cod. I've got Cape Cod National, the seaside. I've got that at number 21, Cape Cod. Big Bend, San Diego Zoo, Gettysburg. Here we go. Faneuil Hall, Boston. That's it. It's the market. It's the Faneuil Hall Market in Boston. It's got to be connected to other areas, I'm sure. Cool, Jess. I love that. Best warehouse in Texas. Silicon Valley, Nina Frank is thinking. What about that? San Diego, it's not the zoo. There's another place in San Diego I'm looking for that has got big traffic. You guys probably know which one that is. We're almost done this cruise, this list, folks. We're almost done, honestly. So far, you've got Times Square, Las Vegas Strip, National Mall, the Faneuil Market in Boston, Magic Kingdom Orlando, Golden Gate Bridge, Niagara Falls, Great Smoky Mountains, Lake Mead Hoover Dam, Universal Orlando, SeaWorld Orlando. You've got Universal Studios Hollywood. We have Disneyland, of course, a long time ago. You got that too. The Met, the Metropolitan Museum, and Waikiki Beach, Grand Canyon, Busch Gardens, Tampa, Cape Cod, the Natural History Museum. All correct, all done. A couple more sites to go. I love to sidestep. Steaming Bean is saying Jim Thomas, Gillies in Texas. No, say Paul Wilgus, SeaWorld. Yes, SeaWorld in San Diego is definitely one of them. 22nd on the list, over 4 million people a year. AT&T Stadium, Texas, Houston Space Center, Carrillo Monument, San Diego. LOL, Cool Jazz Sylvia, she's loving it. Peter Heckema, QE. I'm down to a few to go here. I have one in Chicago, named after one of the services of the United States. It's not the Army, it's not the Air Force, it's the other one. There's one in Texas, in San Diego. Anybody know what that is? There's one in Salt Lake City. Anybody know what that one is? There's one in Delaware. Anybody know what that one is? Queen Mary. Nope, not the Queen Mary. And then there's one that's a famous boardwalk. You know which one that is? And Jordan, the Today Show in New York City, live shows. You'd think. Navy Pier. Blaine, you got it. Navy Pier in Chicago. I don't know. It's 8.6 million, by the way. I don't know if it has anything to do with the Golden Mile in Chicago or not, but the Navy Pier at 8.6 million is one of the top visited places in the U.S. Mormon Tabernacle. The cathedral in Salt Lake. It is called the Temple, the Salt Lake Temple. 14th place, 5 million people a year visit there. Don't know if they're all tourists. They may be just followers. River Walk in San Antonio. Yes, Wes. Well done, Wes Morrison. San Antonio Riverwalk, 5.1 million. Nailed it, buddy. Way to go. Tracy Dunlop, Inner Harbor. I'm not sure what where that would be. Delaware. I'm still looking for Delaware, and I'm looking for a famous boardwalk in the United States. Anybody know a famous boardwalk in the United States? Isn't there a television show named after this place? I'm thinking. Let's see here. There was a movie made called this with was it Charlton Heston or was it with not sure who made that movie. Let's see here. Rehoboth Beach, no. Wes Morrison, just 25 miles away from where he lives. Right on, Wes. Cool jazz. Boston Inner Harbor. Oh, thank you. Boston Inner Harbor. This market, this Fanuel market in Boston, covered it all, I suspect. 20 million people probably covered the Inner Harbor. I'm assuming. I don't know. I've never been there. The Jersey Shores, close. Atlantic City, Peter Heckema, Atlantic City Boardwalk, 24th on the list. Last on the list at 4 million. I have one left. It's in Delaware. It's a national park. It's called the Delaware Water Gap National Park. And they claim to be at 5 million visitors a year. I don't know if it's connected to any other facility of any kind, but that's what I have. And that's the list. I will read it off one last time because there were so many good suggestions from you guys that probably would have made a list of some kind. Times Square, Las Vegas Strip, National Mall, Washington, of course, Fanuel Market in Boston, Magic Kingdom Orlando, Golden Gate Bridge, Niagara Falls, Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the Navy Pier in Chicago, Lake Mead Hoover Dam, Universal Orlando, SeaWorld Orlando, San Antonio River Walk, Salt Lake Temple, the Delaware Water Gap National Park, Universal Hollywood. We already had Disneyland had to have been in this list somewhere, but it just wasn't included. The Met in New York, Waikiki Beach, Hawaii, Grand Canyon, Busch Gardens, Tampa, Cape Cod National Seaside, SeaWorld, San Diego, the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, Atlantic City Boardwalk. There are many more that you've guessed that I think would easily be in this list, but this is a list that was, I found it and I wrote it out and I thought I would throw it at you, but you guys have got way more sites than this list. Well done. We could have gone to 50 here. All right, the next one, for a taste, a change of pace. This quiz, we got 18 answers. I'm looking for countries. Tell me the countries most visited by Chinese nationals. People from China who travel overseas, where do they go the most? Countries that from China, they like the Chinese visitors, Chinese nationals, countries they love to visit. There are 18 in the top 18 here. Let's see what we have. Folks are talking to each other. Paul Wilgus is wondering about the United States, as is Blaine Rayleigh, as is the Steaming Bean. They're all guessing the United States of America. It's 9th on the list. 553,000 people. This list is a few years old. It might have gone up by now. Peter Heckema is wondering about Canada. No, Canada is not on the list. Now, this list is dated, I think, 2014. It's 3 or 4 years old. Canada only started allowing Chinese nationals into Canada about 2 years ago, and they're coming. But at the time of the writing of this list, Canada didn't make the cut. The United States was 9th at the time. Paul Wilgus, Nina Frank, Steaming Bean, all coming in with the United Kingdom. Excuse me. Yep, 16th on the list, 239,000. Many more flights now from then. Sylvia is wondering about Australia. Yep, 13th on the list, 413,000, being closer than the UK to China. So yes. Tracy Dunlop is thinking about Germany. Germany, 14th on the list, 397,000. Wes Morrison has Australia as well. So does Tracy Dunlop at the UK. Those are correct answers. Nina Frank with Germany, correct as well. Peter Heckema, Hong Kong, standalone. No, we're not calling Hong Kong a separate country for Chinese. It's a territory, so that doesn't count. Blaine Rayleigh, how about the Philippines? The Philippines, are on the list in 18th place. They make up last, 218,000. But something tells me that number has gone up now because of cruising. I think there are a lot of cruises through the Philippines from China. Peter Hekema, Thailand. Yeah, number 2 country, 2.8 million going to Thailand. South Korea, Jim Thomas, number 1, buddy. You got number 1, 3.5 million going to South Korea. That number's even higher now than that. Steaming Bean, South Korea as well. Blaine Rayleigh, Vietnam. Vietnam is 11th on the list, 440,000. I think it's going higher than that now. Steaming Bean, Japan. Japan is 4th, 1.4 million, and that number's going up because of cruising as well. Peter Hekema has Japan as well. And Jordan has Australia and Steaming Bean, that is correct. Blaine Rayleigh, Malaysia. Yep, 6th on the list, 677,000 for Malaysia. Nina Frank, Spain. Are they going to Spain? Not to make the top 18. Not yet. Singapore, Peter Hekema. Yep, number 5 on the list, 1 million going to Singapore. That number's rising. Cruises emanating from Singapore too, and or visiting Singapore. Blaine Rayleigh got Singapore as well. Well done. Steaming Bean, France. Yep, number 8 for France, 619,000. Very popular country. Tracy also has France. Blaine Rayleigh also got Thailand. Tracy Dunlop is guessing Brazil. No, Brazil not on the list, and the distance to get from China to Brazil is a massive distance. Don't know if you can do it in one stop or not. Indonesia, Nina Frank is looking at Indonesia. I have it at 7th, 646,000. Excuse me, Peter Hekema has Vietnam. We already got it. Wes Morrison, New Zealand. It came in at 17th. 222,000 behind Australia. New Zealand did make the list. Taiwan. Sylvia is wondering about Taiwan. 3rd highest country visited at the chagrin of the Chinese. 2.6 million Chinese are visiting Taiwan on a vacation. Absolutely. A lot of relatives, of course, as well. A lot of folks on both sides. Cool Jazz is thinking about Dubai. That is a city, but it is part of the United Arab Emirates. And just to take you out of your misery, no, didn't make the list. I don't know if Chinese connecting to Dubai and onward would make the cut, but Dubai was not on the list in 2014 in any event. Okay. Peter Hekema, France, we have it. Jim Thomas, Taiwan, we got it. Blaine Rayleigh, New Zealand, we got it. Tracy Dunlop, UAE, didn't make it. Nina Frank, Mexico. What about Mexico? No, did not make it. The United States did make it, but not Mexico. Did we say Germany? Yes, we did, and it's on the list. Tracy Dunlop, Singapore, we already have it. Right now, the guesses that have come in, South Korea, Thailand, Taiwan, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, France, USA. Those are the top 9. You got them all. You're missing number 10. We've got number 11, Vietnam. We're missing number 12. We have 13, Australia, 14, Germany. We're missing 15. We've got 16, UK, 17, New Zealand, 18, the Philippines. So we're looking only for 1, 2, 3 countries to go. 2 in Europe, all 3 in Europe. Excuse me. 3 countries left, all Europe. Nina Frank just took Italy off the list. Number 10 is Italy at 497,000. Cool Jazz just took Russia off the list. Russia is 15th at 354,000. Leaves 1 European country left to guess on the list with 436,000 people. What country in Europe do the Chinese want to visit? It isn't Spain. In Europe, we've already had guesses of France, Italy, Germany, Russia, the UK. Those have been guessed already. What country is still available? Sweden is not the answer. Norway didn't make the cut. Ireland didn't make the cut. What country in Europe are they visiting in numbers? 436,000 in 2014. The Netherlands didn't make the cut. Czech Republic didn't make the cut either. This is a city with international airports that you can fly to, would be at least 2 or 3 at least. Belgium, no. Poland, no. Turkey, no. Good guess. Turkey, good guess. Greece, another big guess. I thought Turkey and Greece would have been on the list. We're not. It's another country in Europe that has made the list. Amsterdam, Istanbul, we're getting cities now. Not helping. Greece, no. one of the wealthiest countries in the world to go and to live in. If you're from this country and you have this passport is welcome almost everywhere. It's better than the U.S. passport. It's better than Canada's passport. It's gold, only by a couple of countries, but it's gold. Netherlands, Qatar, Monaco. I'm looking for a European country, not Mideast. Looking for one of the wealthiest countries in the world, based in Europe. Country's been around for many, many years. Everybody likes this place. Monaco, they don't have an airport. No, Monaco don't have an airport. Wes Morrison, you got it. Switzerland. It is Switzerland, 436,000, 12th on the list. Go figure. How can it be that people from a communist country like China, how can they afford to visit a place like Switzerland, one of the most expensive places to visit? Many Americans can't afford to go and visit Switzerland. How is it that a country like China, with a communist country where everyone is kind of the same, actually has people, so many people in fact, that they can visit Switzerland and make it 12th on the list of the most popular visited countries? What on earth are they visiting in Switzerland? Why would they go to Switzerland? What's to see other than a whole bunch of bank buildings and safety deposit boxes? Oh, maybe that's what they're going to go and visit in Switzerland. They're going to go visit their money in Switzerland from China. Isn't that funny? Isn't that the oddest thing, that you'd have all of these offshore banking accounts in Switzerland and 436 people from China visited Switzerland? And yet they can't go on YouTube. No, they can't. They're not allowed to go on YouTube. But they can visit Switzerland and go see their safety deposit boxes in those gleaming, brand new A380 aircraft or 777 aircraft that can fly those great distances. Isn't that something? Wow, that's amazing. Okay, well, there you go. That's fun. All right, we got the list done, you guys. Thank you very much. You've done very well on that one. I've got one left to go. This one here, I looked at this list and shook my head in disbelief. I had Jen looking at this, and I was asking her, what do you think about these answers? And she was shaking her head. In some cases, she believed it. In some cases, she couldn't believe it. Here we go. We have 23 answers making up this one. I'm looking for city names, and I want you to tell me, if you can, the most obese cities in the world. The percentage of population that has the highest number of obese people officially living in these cities in the world. And I'm going to give you a great big hint here. On the list of 23, all right, just triple checking my facts. There are only 3 cities that are not in America. The other 20 are in America. So keep it local, keep it real. Let's see what happens here. What cities in the world, of which there are 23 I've got here, and 20 are in the US, you have the highest percentage of obesity in the world? The Steaming Bean is starting off with New Orleans. He's coming in with New Orleans, and I'm going to take a look for New Orleans. Yes, 15th on the list. Tracy Dunlop, Atlanta. What about the city of Atlanta? Let's take a look. Number 17 on the list, Atlanta, Georgia. And Jordan, the United States of America. No, I'm not looking for countries. I'm looking for cities, please. San Antonio, Wes Morrison. Wes, you're not too far away from San Antonio. 3rd on the list, number 3 in the world for obesity, San Antonio, Texas. Holy moly. They must have some good eats in San Antonio. Steaming Bean, Atlanta. Peter Heckema, what about New York City? Is New York City on the list of most obese in the world? No, New York City is not on the list of the top 23. No. And Jordan, how about the city of Canada? The city of Canada. No, sorry, we're not going to help you. Sylvia, Brussels in Belgium. No, Brussels is not one of the 3 cities outside of the United States to make the list. No. Let's see here. Nina Frank, the USA. Cool Jazz, New York City. No. Jim Thomas, Los Angeles, L.A., the city of angels. L.A. did not make the list. Nope, didn't make the list. Orlando. Vicky is thinking Orlando. All the restaurants in Orlando, all the good food you can eat with all the tourists chomping down. Didn't make the list. Nope, Orlando is not obese enough to make the list. Peter Heckema, what about Dallas? What about Dallas, Texas, where everything's big? Not big enough. Dallas is not big enough to make it. Steaming Bean, Chicago. They got unbelievable food in Chicago. It's got to be obese. Come on, Bruce. Chicago, it's got to be there. It's not there. Chicago's not obese enough to make the list. Sorry. Steaming Bean, Detroit. Oh, come on. You know, they're not making cars. They're unemployed. They're eating. Come on. That's what they got to be doing. 6th place is Detroit, Michigan in the world. Bingo. You got Detroit. Nina Frank, how about the city of Mexico? How about that? Or Mexico City? Either or. Didn't cut it. Didn't make it for you. Sorry. Tracy Dunlap, Dallas didn't make it. Steaming Bean, Dallas didn't make it. Miami for the Steaming Bean is going with Miami. Miami, Florida is not on the list. No, it is not. Vicky is thinking Boston. So is Peter Heckema. They're both going for Boston all of a sudden. Is Boston obese? Nope, not enough. Not obese enough to make the list. And Jordan, Las Vegas. What about all the cheap food on the Strip and all the restaurants in Las Vegas? Yes, 22nd most obese city in the world is Las Vegas. They just made it. They just eat enough to get there. Oh my, Cool Jazz, Chicago. Nope. Sylvia is looking at Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, this Mississippi is not on the list. Sorry, didn't cut it. Nina Frank, Washington, D.C. What about those big, fat politicians? The swamp eaters? Nope, didn't make it. Washington didn't make it. Steaming Bean, Philadelphia, as in Philadelphia. Is Philadelphia on the list here? No, I do not have Philadelphia on the list as most obese in the world. No, Boston didn't make it either. Wes Morrison, we love our Mexican food. Oh, yes, sir. Steaming Bean, Memphis. Well, he's actually saying Memphis, but it's Memphis. He corrected it. Memphis, number 1. Memphis, number 1 obese city in the planet Earth, on the Earth. Memphis, Tennessee. Holy moly, they love their food in Memphis. Don't they have ribs in Memphis? Oh, and coleslaw and po' boys, and oh, they got good stuff in Memphis. It shows. It shows. Cool Jazz, any barbecue joint will make the list. Cool Jazz, that's a fake list if New York City's not there. I mean, come on. Well, as a city as a whole, they don't have enough population that have got up there. You know why? I think there are so many poor people in New York, they can't afford the food to get fat enough. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. And all the actors who are on diets. That's right. Yeah, Jen is yelling out the actors because, you know, being an actress herself, she knows the world. You know, Jen, you know. Peter Heckema, Memphis, we got it. Number 1, Tracy Dunlap, Jacksonville, Florida. Yes! Jacksonville, Florida, number 7 on the list. You're in the right direction now. Dallas, no. Steaming Bean, Las Vegas, we got it already. Miami, no. Jackson, Mississippi, laugh out loud, no. Nina Frank, Chicago, no. Steaming Bean, St. Louis. What about St. Louis, Missouri? Are they on the list? No, St. Louis is not on the list. Detroit is on the list. Nina, we already got it. Steaming Bean, Kansas City. Kansas City, here we come. Is it on the list? Kansas City. No, Kansas City is not on the list. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. Baltimore. Vicky is going with the Baltimore. They got to love their food in Baltimore. Yes, 14th place. Baltimore is on the list. 14th highest. Mobile, Louisiana, or Mobile, Alabama. Peter Heckema is thinking about Mobile. I'm looking on the list. Is Mobile on the list? It's not on the list. Nope. They must eat a lot of seafood in Mobile. Jim Thomas, he's thinking about the city of Quebec. There you go. Quebec City didn't make the list either. Sorry. Imogene Weston, San Antonio, Texas. We've got San Antonio. Number 3, Tracy Dunlap, Charleston. Charleston has got to be on the list. Don't we think Charleston's on the list? It didn't make the cut. No, it's not Charleston. Steamy Bean, Washington didn't make it. And Jordan, the city of Hawaii. Take one. Anyone? No. Salem, North Carolina. From Peter Heckema, Salem or Salem, Massachusetts. I'll take any Salem. No Salems on this list. I'm sorry. Anthony, Philadelphia. No. Imogene, San Antonio. We've already got it. Cool Jess. What's considered obese then? I'm thinking big. One biscuit short of something is what I'm thinking. Nashville. Vicky is going to Nashville. Yes. 8th place, Nashville, Tennessee. Well done. Steamy Bean, Oklahoma City. What about Oklahoma? 9th place is Oklahoma City. Richmond. Tracy Dunlop is looking at Richmond. I'm looking. Yes, 20th place, Richmond is on the list. Jackson, Mississippi didn't make the list, Peter. I'm sorry. Tracy Dunlop, Moscow didn't make the list. Steaming Bean, Baton Rouge, Louisiana did not make the list. Chattanooga, Tennessee, Peter Heckema saying, people, come on. Chattanooga, you gotta be on the list. It's not on the list. Not Chattanooga. Sylvia, I'm thinking southern cities that eat those big old biscuits. You got it there. You got it. Steaming Bean, Houston. What about Houston? Houston. Yeah, 18th on the list is Houston. There's biscuits in Houston, baby. There's good biscuits in Houston. Austin, Texas, and Jordan, you got one. Yeah, Austin, Texas, 21st on the list. Well done, and Jordan, I cheer you there. Cheers to you. Well done. You got one. Peter Heckema, Toronto, Ontario. Are you kidding me? Have you been to Toronto? All the bikes and all the bike paths. Oh, no, not Toronto. Atlanta, we already have. Charlotte didn't make it. Steaming Bean, Birmingham. What about Birmingham? Number 2 on the list is Birmingham, Alabama. They're eating good food in Birmingham. There be biscuits in Birmingham, baby. Biscuits in Birmingham. Cool Jazz, Austin. We got Austin. Montgomery, Alabama. Steaming Bean is thinking about Montgomery. What about that city? Haven't got Montgomery on the list, but something tells me they should be. But that's just a guess. Not to offend anyone in Montgomery, but you probably got good biscuits in Montgomery. Paris, France. Peter Heckema. Sorry, Paris did not make the list. Greenville, South Carolina. Blaine Rayleigh. What about Greenville? It didn't make the list. It didn't make the list. Maybe not big enough a place. I don't know. San Francisco. What about San Francisco in California? Did not make the list, but there are California cities on the list. Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, Cleveland, Ohio. Looking. No, but there's another city in Ohio on this list. Greensboro, my home, Greensboro. Fantastic. Sorry to say, or happy to say, no, not obese enough in Greensboro to make the list. How about that? Steaming Bean. Sadly, I am thinking of the poorest, so that means a large African-American population. Just think biscuits, Steamer. Think biscuits. Knoxville, Tennessee from Blaine Rayleigh. Knoxville, Tennessee. I do not see it, but I gotta think they're close in the top batch there. Jim Thomas, he's thinking about Poland, just Poland. Vicky, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I do not see Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on the list today. Paul Willis, it isn't the biscuits in the South, it's the fried food. Yeah, the fried chicken, and oh man, I was at some restaurants in Atlanta. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. It's like being on a cruise. Oh my goodness. Birmingham, Alabama, Imogene Weston. Birmingham was number 2 on the list. It was number 2. Atlanta, we've already got. No wonder I can't lose weight being surrounded by all those Texas cities. Wes Morrison is telling me, yes, sir, Wes, you're surrounded by good stuff. Biscuits and fried chicken everywhere, buddy. Cool Jazz, Cincinnati, Ohio. Yes, Cincinnati, the 11th most obese city in the world. Cincinnati, WKRP in Cincinnati. Imogene Weston, Columbus? No. Portland, Oregon, no. Toledo, Ohio, no. Oakland, California, no. Lafayette, Louisiana, no. San Diego. San Diego is the 10th most obese city in the world. Can you believe it? They got the beaches, they got the parks, and they're eating and not moving. Come on, San Diegans, get it together. Here are your results so far. You've got Memphis, Birmingham, and San Antonio, the top 3. You're missing number 4, number 5. You've got Detroit, Jacksonville, Nashville, Oklahoma City, San Diego, Cincinnati. That's 11th. You're missing 12 and 13. You got Baltimore, New Orleans. You've got Atlanta, Houston, Richmond, Austin, Las Vegas. You still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. 4 in the U.S., 3 elsewhere. Little Rock and Portland are a couple of guesses that have just come in. I'm looking for a California city. I'm looking for, let's see here. Oh boy, I'm looking for a city in the Midwest. I'm looking for a city in the East. I'm looking for a city in Germany. I'm looking for a German city here. I'm looking for a city, as a matter of fact, I'm looking for 2 cities in the United Kingdom to make out the list. Let's see what we got. Kansas City, we already have. Steaming Bean, people are Googling, no doubt. Blaine, Raleigh, Wichita, Steaming Bean, Chicago. None of these are making the list, folks. Berlin, Steaming Bean, yes. Berlin, Germany, number 23 for obesity. I couldn't believe it. There's so many Germans, Berliners, who ride bikes, walk, jog, have dogs, go for walks all the time. Can't believe there are that many obese people in Berlin, but there must be. Phoenix, no. Louisville, no. Munich, no. Frankfurt, no. Hamburg, no. San Jose, no. Birmingham, no. London, no. Dusseldorf, no. We've got the German city. I'm looking for 2 cities in the UK. And I'm looking for a city out of California. Looking for a Midwest city and an Eastern-based city in the U.S. Columbia, no, not Columbia. Let's see here. Looking, no more German cities. I need 2 cities in the United Kingdom. And let's see if they're coming in here. Folks are gearing up, looking at their maps, looking at their globes. Let's see if anyone's cheating. Steaming Bean, Reading, California. Nope, not Reading. Nina Frank, London. It's not London. Nope, it's not London. It's not Liverpool. It's not. Let's see. What do you get? Some more Leeds. It's not Leeds. No, not Leeds. It's 2 famous cities. 2 famous cities in the United Kingdom. They're big. It's not Liverpool. Manchester is one of them. Very good. Number 5 in the world for obesity. There's one other city in the UK you haven't guessed yet. It's not Liverpool. Sylvia's thinking Watts, not Watts. Within 20 miles of Watts would be the city name. Would be the Grand LA area, but it's not Los Angeles. Southampton, no. Come on, Steaming Bean. Oh, man. Let's see if we get them. We're looking for 2, 3 more, 4 more. Come on, Steaming Bean. Where am I coming? I need 1 city in Los Angeles proper, in the LA area. It's not Oakland. It's not Pasadena. It's not Rancho Cucamonga. It's not Ontario. It's a suburb of Los Angeles. It's not Compton. It is. There's a Costco in this place, this city, which probably adds to the misery. The city in the United Kingdom is one of the most popular cities to visit for tourists. It's on my bucket list. It's on the eastern side of the United Kingdom, up north of London. Of course, it's historical. What city isn't in the United Kingdom? There's a city I'm looking for in near Chicago. It's east of Chicago, but not in Illinois. It's in the state next door to Illinois. Let's see, San Jose, no. Inglewood, no. Not Riverside. You guys are getting real warm. It's very close to Riverside, kind of near Inglewood. Iskew Park. Hi, Bruce. Hi, all. It's Iskew, Thunder Bay, Ontario. It's 18 Celsius. I just got just getting dark here. Iskew, we're looking for cities of obesity, the cities that have the most obesity, highest percentage. Imogene, Western Palm Springs, that's way too far away. We're down to the last couple here. I'm looking for a city in the state next door to Illinois. What state is just east of Illinois? Fort Wayne is the right state. It's in the right state, but that's not the name of the city I'm looking for. Bakersfield, no. Thunder Bay, no. I'm looking for a city in California that's in the Los Angeles suburbs. It has a Costco. It's near Covina, very close to Covina, very close to Ontario, very close to Riverside. It's just right next door, very close. Sylvia is thinking Ireland, and Jordan, Costco, damn. There's a city in Indiana named after the state of Indiana. Anybody get this? The state of Indiana has a city that's kind of named after it. That's what I'm looking for. Long Beach is not the one I'm looking for. West Covina, another good guess. Pasadena, another good guess. Nope, not those places. Not those places. Let me think a minute. I'm looking for another city in Wisconsin. I'm looking for a city in Wisconsin. Long Beach just came in. Pasadena just came in. Nope, I'm looking for a city in Wisconsin that's also obese. We're getting close. We're getting close. I'm still looking for this city in the United Kingdom. It's not Manchester. It's not London. It's not Liverpool. It's a big city. It's one of the 5 biggest cities in the United Kingdom. Haven't got the guess yet. Here comes Indianapolis and Evansville. Indianapolis is definitely on the list. Sacramento is not on the list. Indianapolis is absolutely the city in Indiana. Thank you. Let's see. Arizona, no. Green Bay, no, not Green Bay. It's not Madison. It's not Madison. What city in Wisconsin? It's a big city. It's the biggest city in Wisconsin. I'm looking for this place. It's been a top 20 city in the United States for 150 years. One of the biggest cities in the USA. There it is. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thank you. 19th most obese city in the world. Scotland. Sylvia is thinking Scotland. I'm thinking Scotland. Is there a city in Scotland you can tell me about? Is there a city in Scotland you guys know? It is a very popular city by tourism. It's one of the 5 largest cities in the United Kingdom. What is the name of this city in Scotland that has an obesity problem? Which one is it? I'm still looking for 2 other cities. One in California that is a suburb of Greater Los Angeles. No one is getting it yet. Milwaukee got great here. Great cheese and beer. That's why. That's why. And brats. Don't forget the brats. Glasgow is one of the 2 cities in Scotland. What's the other one? Stevie B in Milwaukee, the home of Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, Sheffield is not the city. There's Glasgow, and there's the other city in Scotland that people want to see. Edinburgh, Nina, you got it. Edinburgh, Scotland has an obesity problem. They're 12th on the list. There are 2 cities left in my guess. The 4th most obese place in the world is in California. It's a suburb of Los Angeles, and it's near Covina, West Covina, near Ontario. It's near Riverside. It's near Rancho Cucamonga. It's very near the Ontario Mills Mall, the huge mall. It's got its own Costco. It's right on Highway 10. It takes you, you go right through this place on Highway 10. Obviously, I'm not dealing with anyone from LA, and that's why we're having trouble. I'm looking for a city in the eastern U.S. That last name, it's got 2 names. The first name I won't tell you. The second name is Beach. Something Beach in the western part of the United States. It's got an obesity problem. What's the name of that town? Oh, Edinburgh's coming in like crazy now. Yay, Nina and Bean. Beverly Hills. No, it's not Beverly Hills 90210. It's not Hollywood. It's not Pasadena. It's back in the burbs, back towards the east. Palm Springs is too far east. You've gone right out of LA. Okay, you California people think. And Jordan, South Beach, California. No, there's no South Beach, California. There's South Beach, Florida. There's no. South Beach, Miami area. No. Long Beach, no. And it's not Long Beach. It's not Riverside. It's not, what are the other burbs down there? Oh my gosh, Industry, City of Industry. It's not that one. Manhattan, no. Laguna Beach. It's not Laguna Beach. I'm looking for a beach on the East Coast. south of New York, north of Charlotte, north of Norfolk, north of Washington, I believe. It's a big city, something beach in the state. I can't tell you the name of the state because I'll give it away. Santa Monica, very good guess, but that's not the one. But I'll give you a big hint. The California city starts with 3 letters, S-A-N, San something. What is it? Turtle Beach, no. Virginia Beach, Paul Wilgus, you got Virginia Beach in Virginia, number 16 on the list. Virginia Beach has an obesity problem in Virginia. I couldn't tell you the state because that gave it away. Huntington Beach, no. Old Orchard Beach, no. Myrtle Beach, no. We're done with the beaches. I'm looking for the city that starts with has one word, San, and the second word, here it is, Cool Jazz, San Bernardino. San Bernardino, California is the 4th most obese place in the world. This quiz is done. We worked hard tonight. Here are your results, the obesity results. Santa Monica. Well done. Here we go. Memphis, number 1. I wouldn't be proud of it. Birmingham, number 2. San Antonio, number 3. San Bernardino, number 4. Manchester, United Kingdom. Detroit, Jacksonville, Florida. Nashville, Tennessee. Oklahoma City, San Diego. Cincinnati, Edinburgh, Indianapolis, Baltimore, New Orleans, Virginia Beach, Atlanta, Houston, Milwaukee, Richmond, Austin, Las Vegas, and Berlin, Germany. How Berlin got in this list, I have no idea. Greensboro, Mobile, Alabama, so many other places that I thought would have been on the list, but ahead of Berlin. I don't understand. But that's what I got. Cool Jazz says, I need a beer now. We're working hard. The Vatican, Steam and Bean. Aren't those guys eating and praying all the time? I mean, come on. Imogene Weston, food towns, man. Food towns. There are some serious biscuits over here. Ribs, chicken and ribs and coleslaw and biscuits in these places, and I want to see them myself. I get a taste for myself to see if they're any good. Well, there you go. There's the trivia for the night. Wow, what a deal. No haters on the show tonight, which is also great. We had 20 folks watching, 17 thumbs ups today on this show. Thank you, everybody, for your thumbs ups. Really appreciate it. Thank you for visiting the store, the Redbubble store. Check out the new logo. I put it on last night. It is beautiful. Thank you for linking in to my Amazon link for my affiliate link. I really appreciate it. You're picking up anything on Amazon, I get a royalty. I really appreciate it. It all helps. Thank you for donations to my PayPal account. I had one today for 25 bucks. Thank you so much. Any amount is good by me. I say thank you. Any super chats, you guys want to do that, it's great, but I only get 70% of super chats. I'd rather you give me a PayPal donation instead. Makes no difference to you. It makes all the difference to me. 23% more comes to me. Love it. Waiting for YouTube to monetize us. Who knows when. Thank you for Patreon accounts. Thanks for visiting my Facebook group page, Traveling with Bruce on Facebook. Come on over, say hi, post some photos of your favorite cruise ships, the favorite ports of call you went to, any photos you want to shoot, fire over there into that page. We'd love it. I think that site is going to just grow, grow, and grow. Facebook, Traveling with Bruce on Facebook. It's going 24/7, and the members are coming in. I love it. Thank you all for joining. That's it for today's show. I'm on tomorrow, Wednesday, 5 o'clock Eastern time, and I look forward to having you come by and see me. Check out my new video I loaded up today about the Cayman Islands. Visiting the Cayman Islands, 4 to 6 hours on a cruise ship. You got to rent a car. That's the way I did it with Jennifer. It's the way to go. If you're going to see the Caymans, see it with in your own eyes, in your own time, and you'll get the maps from the car rental agencies. Piece of cake. It's easy to go around. Get to drive on the other side of the road and try it out. See what you think. Anyway, check out that video and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching tonight. Imogene just had a Mai Tai, a Hurricane, a Apache, and shotguns. Way to go, Imogene. Tracy Dunlop, thanks for another great show. Bruce, Wes Morrison, awesome show. Thanks, Wes. Great guessing tonight, you guys. You guys did really well tonight with these guesses. Some of these were tough, and you guys did fantastic. And Jordan, awesome show. Bruce C. Aldemoro, great video on the Cayman Islands. Thank you, and Jordan. Vicky, thanks. Had fun. Have a good night, all. Thanks for the thumbs up. So see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. This is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce saying thanks for joining me on Tuesday night, June the 5th, 2018, Prime Time Tuesday Trivia. Thanks for showing up and enjoying the show. I had a great time. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock. In the meantime, take